So, good morning, grade for hockey. It's me again, teacher Donna. And for today, we're going to discuss the subject, which is health. And for today's topic, we're going to discuss about communicable diseases. So, let's know first what is communicable diseases. So, a communicable diseases is a disease that can be easily transmitted, communicable, from a person or animal with a disease to a person or animal that does not have the disease. So, meaning to say, it can be transmitted from a person to person or animal to person. So, that would be a communicable disease, is transmitted to each other, no? So, it may be transmitted directly. This is what I said earlier, person to person contact, and something carries a disease if organisms from a diseased person to the healthy person. Meaning to say, if the other person has a healthy body and the other also person is not healthy, she is or he is the one who carries the disease. So it might be the healthy person will be transmitted. Yeah, it will transmit the disease from the healthy person. That would be a communicable diseases. So let's know what are those common communicable diseases and their symptoms, and how will we get rid of those symptoms or the disease. So the first one is, okay, this one, common colds. So the symptoms are runny nose and eyes, cough, sneezing, possible sore throat, fever, uncommon. So if you have that kind of symptoms, then maybe you're suffering common colds na. So though common colds, it usually lasts no to 7 to 10 days. And then, so how can you make your cold go away faster? So the first one is you will be stay hydrated. So you will drink a lot of water, clear broth on that one, or warm lemon water with honey, because it helps loosen congestion and prevents dehydration. The number two is very common. No, very common. It's rest. So you have to rest your body. So your body needs to rest to heal. And what else? So how can we get our colds go away faster? Grade 4. Who can answer, teacher? Okay, very good. So that would be a common cold, and then let's proceed with the cough or obo no, in Bisaya. So the symptoms are fever, shortness of breath, chest pain, sakit in chest, sounds of the lungs, and changes in blood pressure, low blood oxygen. So why is it in the changes in blood pressure? No, it's because every time you cough, your blood pressure will be low and high. That would be. And so coughing or cough, so that one is we getting irritants of the lungs, maybe where our lungs here, our sore throat would get irritated, no? So where they could lead into an infection if you will not treat the your cough, then it will be lead into infection. So a cough can often stick around for 10 to 14 days if you do not um tumble that one, no? And usually the last cold symptom to go away. So maybe that one, 2 weeks. Yeah, if you will not treat that one. So how do you get rid the cough? No, so the first one, you will drink a lot of fluids. Why? Okay, when you're sick, mucus, so mucus by the way is like plema or bisaya. It can trickle down the back of your nose. So staying hydrated thins the drip, so it's less likely to irritate your throat and trigger a cough. So number two is you will swallow some honey, and we all know what's honey man, right? So it soothes the scratchiness in the back of your throat. And one study found that honey works just as well as over-the-counter drugs for calming nighttime coughs. But every time we cough, so our cough, the eye will permit na mag-cough in the nighttime. And it's so very samok, right? So you will take a tablespoon of honey, then you can stir that one in a warm water and you will drink that one. And, di ba, when we have a cough, di ba, it may interrupt our sleep. I'm so sorry. Your sleep and work and other activities, and it can also hurt our chest. And sometimes we are tired na ta when we have a cough. So the third one on how to get rid of our cough is you will sip a hot drink. That one. So researchers now shows that can ease cold symptoms, including a cough. The liquids are hydrating. We all know that one. And the heat, if you will drink a heat of a water, then it can help to lower the congestion and maybe, and yes, you can use ginger tea as another good choice for the cough and how to get rid of it. So the next one would be, okay, this one, dengue fever or malaria. So it is a disease caused by a family of viruses transmitted by infected mosquitoes. So this is so very familiar with us. So dengue fever is headache. The symptoms are headache, fever, exhaustion, severe joint and muscle pain, swollen glands, and rash. And sometimes we vomit man here, no? So on how to get rid of that? I think you will go to the hospital, Jud, no? Basta grabe na. That would be the dengue fever. Very familiar. So no more a lot of explanation because we all know what is dengue fever. Okay, this one, very familiar also, mumps. This is a mumps. So mumps is come from a virus. So mumps is caused by the mumps virus, yes. So which belongs to a family of viruses transmitted by infected mosquitoes. Called this one paramesoviruses. That one, that is the virus, the name of the virus of the mumps. So these viruses are a common source of infection, particularly in children. No, that one is mumps. That is a virus, ha? Not always nga, you always shouting. Mm. So, what is the treatment for? Oh, by the way, what not treatment, but what are the symptoms of mumps? You fever, headache, labad ang ulo, and inflammation of the salivary glands causing the cheeks to swell painfully. So, that one, di ba, here in the cheeks, di ba, the cheeks are dadako ni burot and it's so very bugat. Then you can feel headache, that one the symptoms. And kapoy also. So, how will you treat? What are the treatments for the mumps? So, it's so easy. You will rest when you feel weak and or tired, and you can get a medicine for the take over the counter pain relievers because it's so sakit man jud. And such as you will buy this one in the over the counter and you will buy acetaminophen and ibuprofen to bring down your fever. And you soothe swollen glands by applying ice pack. So you will put ice on the swollen on the burot. Then you will drink plenty of fluids to avoid dehydration due to fever. Yeah, so like what I did, no, you will drink a lot of water also. So the next one is, I think this is the last one. So pinworms. Oh, this one. It's so familiar also. Pinworms is in the, you can find that one in the lubot. Symptoms are itching of the anal area in the lubot, no, restless sleep because it's so irritating, man. And it can be infected by the, well, you scratch your anal area, then it can be infected, no? Again, so pinworms, it can be found our anal area. Sometimes we can find pinworms when we are going to poop that there. And that would be pinworms. So how to get rid of it? No, so you will buy also over the counter and you will buy Pyrantel Pamuate. It's a prescription for medication to all members of your household to prevent infection of this one. So this is very itchy and irritating to our anal. So again and how to get the pinworms. So you will use a flashlight. You will like marag you will use a flashlight, but then the pinworms mangod are sometimes maybe in the outer of your anal. So that would be the all of the common disease or communicable disease and their symptoms and how to get rid of those communicable disease. So for this now, this would be your activity 2.1. So you can write this one in your quiz notebook and then you will pass that one in the activity 2.1 in your LMS. So that would be all. Grade 4, I hope you learned something from me about the communicable diseases. So thank you for listening and goodbye.